A very good morning to all my dear students of class 5. Today we will start a new chapter from your book, that is chapter 10. Essential for life, air and water. We all know that air is present all around us, but we cannot see it. What we can do? We can only feel the presence when it moves. So in today's class, we are going to discuss more important factors about this air. And with this, we will start our discussion with the atmosphere. We all know our earth is surrounded by a blanket of air. This blanket of air, we call it atmosphere. Now, this atmosphere is extended up to height approximately 300 km. Now, if we go higher up to the atmosphere, the amount of air becomes less. That is why you have seen that mountaineers take oxygen cylinder with them. This atmosphere of Earth is divided into 5 main layers. We will discuss about it, but before that, we will discuss the importance of this atmosphere. Basically, it provides oxygen to living beings, both to the plants and the animals. It maintains the temperature on the earth, which gives us a survival condition of living things. Also, it protects us from the harmful radiation which is coming from the sun, that is the ultraviolet radiation. So, I have told you that our Earth's atmosphere is subdivided into 5 layers. Now, what are those layers? Those layers are troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere and exosphere. So, one by one, we will discuss few features of these layers. First, we will start our discussion with troposphere. Now, troposphere is the lowest layer, means if this is the first layer of the atmosphere. All the changes, weather changes that we see around us, this happens in this layer, that is troposphere. Most of the oxygen is present in this layer. This is the layer where we live. Next layer is stratosphere. Now, above troposphere, the next layer we call it stratosphere. Ozone gases mainly present in this layer. And ozone gas is the type of gas which can absorb the harmful UV radiation which is coming from the sun and prevent from reaching to the Earth's surface. Next layer is mesosphere. Now, what is mesosphere? This is the third layer of atmosphere. Meteoroids and small rocks moving in the space specially burn in this layer so that they do not reach to the surface of the earth. Now we will discuss about the next layer, which is called thermosphere. This is our 4th layer of atmosphere. Space shuttles move in this layer specially. Now, the last layer is called exosphere. Now, exosphere is the outermost layer of our atmosphere. Earth's atmosphere becomes then a part of the space. It contains very little amount of air. After discussion of this atmospheric layer, we will come to the composition of the air. Now, air is specially, it is a mixture of many gases. Now, what type of gases makes it mixture? Those are nitrogen, oxygen and other gases like neon, argon, carbon dioxide, all of them. So, from the diagram we can understand nitrogen is the gas which is present in maximum quantity, that is approximately 78%. Next is oxygen, which is approximately present 21%, and others altogether like argon, other gases and carbon dioxide together we get 1%, that is altogether. Now we are going to discuss about the gases which we have told about their features. So first we will talk about the maximum amount which is present in the air, that is nitrogen I told. The percentage which is found is 78% approx. About that. So nitrogen is indirectly useful to us. Like all living things need nitrogen for their growth. But we animals do not consume them directly from the air. So how we get? Most of the plants take nitrogen from soil. Nitrogen is added to soil through the fertilizers, and then animals get nitrogen from the food that we eat, basically the plant products. That is how nitrogen is very useful for us. One more thing, nitrogen does not support burning. Next important component of air is oxygen. Now we all know all the living organisms need oxygen for breathing. We cannot burn anything without oxygen. So we can understand it is a life supporting gas. Next, a very important factor of our air, composition of air, is carbon dioxide. Now we all know green plants can make their own food. That is only possible because of the consumption of carbon dioxide. Green plants make their own food by the process called photosynthesis. And for this photosynthesis, the major component which is required is carbon dioxide along with water, and in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, green plants make their own food. So we can understand how much important carbon dioxide is. It is also important to extinguish fire, or we can put out fire with the help of carbon dioxide. Other important things are water vapor. Water vapor is also present in atmosphere, mainly in the troposphere. Water vapor is formed by evaporation of water from ocean, river and lakes because of the heat of sun. The amount of water vapor present in the air, we call it humidity. If the air is containing less amount of water vapor, that means we can call it is in dry state. So when the air becomes dry, it is very uncomfortable for us to live in that atmosphere. At the last, we will talk about other gases which is present in a very low amount, like in 1%. That is, other gases like hydrogen, ozone, helium, neon, argon, these are also present in our atmosphere. Neon and argon gases are used to produce colorful glow in the electric bulbs and glass tubes. So, we can understand how air is important for us. At the last, we are going to discuss about the importance of air. Means how much important this air is. So, first of all, for the importance when we start to discuss, first thing that comes in our mind is air is needed for breathing. So, all living things we know, plant, animal, both breathe. The air that we breathe, we call it inhaled air. And the air that we breathe out, we call it exhaled air. Now, our body uses oxygen present in the air and we give out carbon dioxide. So, by this we can understand if in the air oxygen or carbon dioxide, these components were missing, it is impossible for us to live in earth. Next thing is that air is needed for burning. We have already discussed that in air we can find a major amount of oxygen, and oxygen is the gas which supports burning. Other uses of air are like moving air basically helps us to the formation of sea breeze, land breeze, and dry, windy weather, rain, all these things, all the natural phenomena that we see around us, it is only possible because of the presence of the atmosphere. So, we can understand how important our atmosphere is. So, students, today we have completed up to this part, importance of air, up to this. So, go through the book properly and learn them along with the video. Thank you.